First of all, thanks for being part of this video. In this video, we are going to see the day 54 daily score booster questions. Starting with the simplifications. First of all, if you are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe and click on the bell icon to get instant notification about my videos. Let's get started with the simplifications. First question, 40% of 4500. Percentage and double zeros cancel, 40 into 450. 40 into 45. 45 4 times will be 2 times 90 and 92 times is 180 and another 0. 1800 is the value for this one, plus 80% of 340. Percentage and two zeros are cancelled. 34 into 8. 8 4 times is 32. 8 3 times 24 plus 3 27. So 272 minus whole square, which is 144, and this 164 comes this side with minus 164 whole equals to x square. So what we have is 2 minus 8. 2 minus 8 means 12 minus 8, which will be 4. Here 6 minus 10. 6 minus 10 means 16 minus 10. We have 6. Now 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 means 7. And we have only 1764. This is the value for 42 square. So x is equals to 42. Option C is our answer. Next, second question, 1860 of 15 percentage. Here I see a percentage, single zero, 2 multiple and 5 multiple. So 2 multiple 2 90 3 times, 5 multiple 5 3 times. So this is the value for this one. 3 times 9, 3 9 times 27. 279 is the value for this one. Plus here we see percentages and double zeros cancel. We have 34 into 65. We can write this as 17 into 2 into 65. 65 2 times is 130. 130 into 17. 17 13 times is 221 and 0. So the value for this one is 2210. So 2210, and these two are plus minus 120% of 40. Percentage and double zeros cancel. 12 4 times is 48. So minus 48. Here 9 minus 8, which will be 1. 8 minus 4, 4. Here 4 and 2. So 22441 is the answer. 2441 is the answer, means option B is our answer. Next, third question, 27 square, which is 729, plus root over 441, which is 21 square, minus 55 into 12. We do 5 12 times, which is 60, and left with 11 means 11 60 times is 660. So we get minus 660 equals to question mark divided by percentage means 100 into 900. Percentage and double zeros is cancelled. Okay, what we left is we have 10 minus 0 0, 4 minus 6, 14 minus 6 means 4 plus 4 8, and here we have 6 minus 6. So we left with only 80 here. 80 equals to, sorry, here we have 10 5 7, 750 minus 660. 40 plus 50, which is 90. So we get 90 equals to 9x. So x value is 10. So answer is 10. Option B is our answer. Next, fourth question. In this we see 13 divided by 14 into 7 divided by 12. 7 2 times into, this is 4 5 times 20, 24 divided by 5. So 12 2 times, 2 and 2 cancels. So whole equals to 650 divided by x. 13 5 times is 65 and 0. 5 times is 250. So x value is 250. Option B is our answer. Next, fifth question. 44 into 8. we can write this as 11 into 4 into 8. 8 4 times is 32 and 11 times means sum of these two in between them 5. So answer for this one is 352 plus 16 square which is 256 minus 9 3 times 27 3 2 times 6 and 2 87 minus 64 power 1 by 2 means 8. So minus 8 whole equals to 5x plus 13. This 13 comes this side with minus 13. So positive values are 8, 10, 5. Negative values are 15 plus 3, 18 and 10, 108. So what we have is 508 minus 108 means 400 equals to 5x. So 580 times is our answer. 80 is our answer. So sum of the values is 80 and this is 6. 608 minus sum of all these negatives are 108. So 608 minus 108 we get 500. 500 whole equals to 5x. 500 times. So answer is 100. X value is 100. Option B is our answer. Now we are going to see quadratic equations. Quadratic equations. First question. Here we see minus at the end. So there is no relation can be established between these two equations. Is the answer for this one. How I say that is plus and minus. We get the roots of minus and plus. Here minus and minus means the roots are in the sign of plus and minus. Comparing this plus with minus, minus with plus, x is lesser than y. Comparing this plus with this minus, we get x greater than y. So here we get both the cases. So there is no relation can be established between these two when we see minus at the end. So the second question is also the same one. The ends are minus. So the answer is no relation because of the signs my plus and minus and minus and plus. Okay, next here we see 483. Let's divide 483 as 3, 1 times, 6 times and 1 times. I actually don't know the factors of 161, so it must be the factor of 7. 3 into 7, 1 time 7 2 times is 14 and 3 times is 21. So what we get is 3 7 times 21 and 23 are the factors. Here we get to 44 and combining these two we get 44. Minus and plus means the roots are in positive. Here we have 672. Okay, in 672 I can see a 4 table. 4 1 times 4 27. 27 means 6 times 24 and 32 8 times. 4 into I can see again 4 4 times 4 4 times and 2 times. So I can write this as 7 6 times. Now we need to get 52. How we get 52 is 7 4 times is 28 and 6 4 times is 24. We get 52 as the answer by combining these two. So these are the roots. Minus and plus means the roots both are in positive and bases are equal. Now we are comparing these two. It is clear that x is lesser than y. Okay, next fourth question. Here we see 42. 42 means 14 3 times and sum of these two we get 17. Minus and plus means the both the roots are in positive. Okay, here 238. For 238 I don't know the exact factor, so I am dividing them with 2 1 times 1 times and 9 times. I know the factor of this one 119 is 17 factor. 2 into 17 7 times is 119. So 17 2 times is 14 and 17. Sum of these two we get 31. So the roots are these two. Minus and plus means the roots are in a positive and bases are equal. Now by comparing these two, it is clear that x is lesser than or equals to y. Okay, next fifth question. 2 into 22, which will be 44, and we need to get 24, means the roots are 22 and 2. Sum of these two we get 24. Plus and plus means both the roots signs are negative. Here 5 10 times is 50, and we need to get 15, means 10 5 times is 50, and we get the sum of these two factors, we get 15. Plus and plus means both the roots are in negative. Here bases are not equal, so to make the base equal, first equation is multiplied with the second equation a value, and the second equation multiplied with the first base value. Here we have minus 10, 5 20 times will be minus 110. Here it will be 5 2 times 10, 2 10 times minus 20. Now by comparing these two, it is clear that this 20 is in between these two numbers. So x is greater than y and x less than y comes here. So there is no relation can be established between these two equations. Now we are going to see wrong number series. Here first we are going to see the differences. Here the difference is 19. Here the difference is 8 plus 11, 19. Here the difference is 4 and 2, 24. Here the difference we see is 4 and 1, 14. Here we see the difference of 9 and 15 and 14 means 1, 19. So we see a pattern of 19 3 times. So it must be 19 and it must be also 19. 119 plus 19, which will be 130 130 plus 19, 149. So this is our wrong number. Okay, next we are going to see second question. Here we see this is into 1 times, this is into 2 times, this is into 3 times is 3 2 times 6, 3 2 times 6, and 3 1 times 3 plus 10, we see extra 10. Here we see, let it be into 4 times, 3 6 4 times is 24, for 7 times 28 and 2 34, 3 times 12, 12 plus 3 15. Okay, here we see into 5 times, 5 4 times 20, 5 6 times 30, 32, 5 4 times 20, 23, 5 1 times 5 and 2, 7 3 2 0. So here we see a wrong number by multiplying it with 4, and here also a wrong number. It must be into 3 times, which is 366, not 376. So this is a wrong number. Next, third question. Here we see differences. Here the difference is 363. Here we see a difference of 3, and this is 21 means 93. Here we see a difference of 9. This is 4, 34, 4 minus 2, 2, 129. Here we see a difference of 3, 5 plus 2, 7, 173. Here we see a difference of 7. This is 3 minus 2, 1, 217. So I don't see any pattern here. So we'll go with the direct numbers. This looks like 4 cube plus 2, which is 66. This looks like 5 cube, which will be 125 plus 4. And this looks like 6 cube, 216 plus 6, 246. So it must be 7 cube, which will be 343. 343 plus 8. 343 plus 8 will be 351. Okay. So this one must be 8 cube, which will be 512 plus 10. 512 plus 10, which will be 522, not 524. This one must be 9 cube plus 12. 9 cube, 729 plus 12. We get to 1, 4 and 7, 741. So this is our wrong number. we don't need to check the differences of these numbers. Even after taking the differences, we don't got any pattern, so we'll go with the direct numbers in the sequence. Okay, next, fourth question. Here we see 244 and 125. It is into half times, we get a 122 plus 3. Here it is 1 times minus 3. It is into 1.5 times, we get 122 plus 61, which will be 3 and 8, 183 into 1.5 times. It is into 2 times, and this is into 2.5 times, will be 2 366 2 times, or else 366 into 2.5 I write as a 5 by 2 to 18 times and 3 times. And 3 5 times is 15, and 3 8 times, so 40 41, and 8 5 plus 4 9 9 5 9 5. So it is into 2.5. So here we got the wrong one by adding plus 3 and minus 3. So in between these two, this is a wrong number. Into half times, which must be 112. 112 into 1 time will be 112. So this is a wrong number, 125. Next, fifth question. Here in this fifth question, we see the difference of 24 here. Here the difference is 8 and 4, 48. Here we see a difference of 72. Here we see a difference of 6 and 10, 106. Here we see a difference of 0, 1, 1, 110. These three are 24 factors. So 24 1 times, 24 2 times, and 24 3 times. So it must be 24 5 4 times, which is 96. 24 5 times, which must be 120. So in between these two, this is our wrong number. 257 is our wrong number. Okay, now we are going to see missing number series. Missing number series, first question. I know these two numbers are into 3 times. 22.5 3 times is 67.5 times. And I know this as into 15 times. And 13 becomes this one, means it must be divided by 3 becomes 15, means let's take 3 factors, 6, and here 9 into 9. Here we take divided by 12. 135 divided by 6, we get to 22.5. So x into 9 will be 135, means 15 9 times is 135. So question mark value is 15. 180 divided by 12, we get 15. So answer is option C, 15. Next, second question. Here in this question, we see the difference of 16 plus 16. Here minus 18. Here we see a difference of plus 24. So even number differences. Here are plus 20 minus 22. Plus 20 means 252. 252 minus 22, we get 230. So answer is 252, option A. Next, third question. Here we see it is into 4 times. And this is 56 becomes 6 becomes 8, means into 8 times. 8 6 times 48, 8 5 times 40, 44. So into 8 times. So it must be into let's take a 4 8 4 8 pattern. Must be 8 4 times, unit digit is 2, and next time into 8 times. 8 2 times is unit digit 6. So 448 into 4 times. 8 4 times is 32. 4 4 times 16, 19, 16 17. So answer is 1792, option B is our answer. Next, fourth question. In this question, we see a differences here is positive and negative, means the difference between these two is the sum of these two, which is 0 0 and 400. So difference between these two is 400. Here the difference between these two is sum of these two, 6 and 7 plus 8. 7 plus 8, 256. So these are the square numbers. Here the difference is 4 and 14, 144. This is also square number. This is 12 square. This is 16 square. This is 20 square. So gap of 4 in between them. So the next one must be 8 square, which is 64. Another 4 gap means 4 square, 16. So 25 plus 16, which will be difference. 25 minus 16 means we get 4 plus 5, 9. 9 plus 64 we get 73. So answer is 9. Option C is our answer. Next, fifth question. Here we see difference of these two is 17, and here the difference between these two is 29. Here the difference is 31. So these looks like prime numbers. So here is also a prime number of 23. Here is a prime number of 19. 42 plus 19 will be 61. 61 plus 23, 84. So answer is 61. Option A is our answer. Now we are going to see inequalities. Inequalities, the concept we use here is the flow method. If we see a symbol like this, that means the flow from this side to this side. If we see a symbol like this, means the flow from this side to this side. Let's get understand with the questions directly. First question, the flow from S to H. Here from S we can able to reach to H. So first conclusion will be true. Second conclusion, the flow from F to L. From F we can reach to G, H, J, but cannot able to reach to L. So second conclusion will be false. Next, second question, the flow from Y to R with everywhere equals to. From Y we can reach to Q. From Q we can reach to R, but there is a missing of equal to here. So first conclusion will be false. Second conclusion, the flow from T to E. From T we can reach to Q. From Q we can reach to E. So the second conclusion is true. Next, third question, the flow from M to Z. From M we can able to reach to N or else L, but we cannot able to reach to Z. So first conclusion will be false. Second conclusion, the flow from X to N with everywhere equals to. From X there is no flow. So second conclusion is also false. Here we see Z and X are equal, M and N are also equal. So M is greater, here M is lesser, M is equal to. So all the three symbols are in between those two. So answer for this question is either 1 or 2 is the answer for this one. Next, we are going to see question number 4. The flow from Q to G. From Q we can reach to E and K. From K we can reach to G. But here we see equal to also. Here is also equal to. Here is also equal to. But there is no equality in our conclusion. So first conclusion will be false. Second conclusion, the flow from E to L. From E we can reach to K. From K we can reach up to G, but cannot able to reach to L. So second conclusion is false. Next, fifth question, the flow from B to L. From B we can able to reach to L. So first conclusion is true. Second conclusion, the flow from E to M. From E we can able to reach to M. So second conclusion is also true. Now we are going to see syllogisms. Syllogisms. First question, some football is basketball. All basketball is volleyball. No football is rugby. Let's see conclusions. Some basketball is not rugby. We see not here. So we check all basketball is rugby. All basketball can be placed inside rugby. It is not possible because of sharing with the F. So first conclusion, all case fails. All case fails means some not case will be true. Next, all volleyball can never be rugby. We see never here. So we check all volleyball can be rugby. All volleyball can place inside rugby. No, because of sharing with the football. So all case fails means all never case will be true. So second conclusion is also true. Next, second question. Only a few Pluto is Mars. Only a few Pluto is Mars. All Mars is Saturn. Only Saturn is Jupiter. So Jupiter is inside Saturn and doesn't share with anything except Saturn. Okay, let's see conclusion. Some Jupiter is Mars. Some part of Jupiter is sharing with Mars. No, Jupiter shares only with Saturn. So first conclusion will be false. Second conclusion, all Saturn is Pluto is a possibility. All Saturn can place inside Pluto. Is it possible? No, because of this Jupiter. Jupiter shares only with S. It cannot able to share with P. So second conclusion is false. Next, second question. Third question. Some fruits is a vegetable. Some fruits is a vegetables. Only a few vegetables is juice. All juice is a shake. Only a few shakes is liquid. Okay, let's see conclusion. Some juice is not a fruit. We check. We see it not here. So we check all juice can be fruits. All juice can be placed inside a fruit. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. All case possible means some not case will be false. Second one, some juice is not liquid. Here we see not. So we check all juice can be liquid. All juice can be placed inside a liquid. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. All case possible means some not case will be false. Next, fourth question. All pizza is chow mein. Some chow mein is noodles. Some pizza is Maggie. Let's see conclusions. Some noodles is Maggie. Some part of noodles is sharing with Maggie. It is direct conclusion and there is no direct relation between these two. So first conclusion is false. Second conclusion, some chow mein is Maggie is a possibility. Some part of chow mein is sharing with Maggie. Is it possible? Here we see some part of Maggie is already sharing with chow mein and it is saying that already true value is a possibility. So it is false. Okay. Now question number 5. No African is American. So African, American. Some Indian is American. Only a few American is Japanese. Okay. Let's see the conclusions that are asked. Some Indian is not African. Here we see not. So we check all Indian can be African. All Indian can be placed inside African. It is not possible because of sharing with American. So first conclusion, all case fails. All case fails means some not case will be true. Second conclusion, no African is Japanese. Here we see no. So we check some African can be Japanese. Some part of African share with Japanese. Some case is possible. Some case possible means no case fails. By this we have completed syllogism. So now we are going to see a reasoning puzzle. This one. So for this, first we need to see the question. 7 persons restarted their company in different years. 1975. Let's note the years. 1975, 78, 82, 89, 94, 96 and 2002. So these are the years. Now let's note the rough statements in the side. S restarted 7 years before U. So the difference between S and U is 7 years. U who did not restart on an odd number year. So S is before U means difference between these two is 7. Here 75 plus 7 will be 82. So the place for S must be here and the U place must be here, or else 78 plus 7 we get 85. No, there is 85. No, 82 plus 7, 89. So another possibility we got is SC here and U here, and 89 plus 7 which will be 96. So S is here and U is here. We got three possibilities. 94 plus 7, 6 plus 4, 6 plus 3, no, 6 plus 1, no, 96 plus 7, no. So we got only three possibilities for S and U. Okay, U who did not restart on a odd number here. Here U even number. Here U which is an odd number. So this case fails. So we left with this one. U is 96 even number here. So we have only two possibilities. Okay. Next. The next statement is only two persons restarted between U and Q. So U and Q only two persons means this is the place for Q. In this case 1 2 this is the place for Q. The year gap between Q and V is an odd prime number. So Q and V in between there is odd number of years. Odd prime number years. So if we take Q here, if we take V here, the gap between these two is 7. Okay, or else if we take V here, we have even number of gap between them. If we take V here, there is also even number between them. If we take V here, 78, 2 plus 12, 12 plus 16, which will be also a even number. So the only place for V is this one. In this case, if we place V here, the gap between Q and V is even number. If we place V here, the gap between these two is also a even number. If we place a V here, the gap between Q and V is an even number. If we place a V here, the gap between these two, 75 and 82 means 5 plus 2, 7 years, and it is a prime number. So prime number year. So this is the only place for V. Next, as many people restarted before V is after T. So this is the place for V means this is the place for T. In this case, above 1 2 3, 1 2 3, there is no place for T. So this case also fails. We left with only one case. The last statement is R restarted before T. R restarted before T, but after P means the sequence is this one, P R T. So the only places we left is P and this is R and T is below. So this is the solution we got for our puzzle. Let's see the questions that are asked. The first question is, who among the following person restarted his company 3 persons before the one who restarted in a leap year? Here in leap year means the number which is divided by 4, which is only 96, and the said that 3 persons before means 1 2 third one. This is Q. The value of this, the answer for this question is Q. Option E is our answer. First one answer is option E. Next, second question. The year gap between P and R is 2 more than the year gap between dash and dash. So talking about these two, P and R, these 2 years, the difference between these 2 years is 16 years. 16 years, saying that is equals to 2 more than dash 2 peoples. Okay, so here we need to get the value of 14 between 2 persons, T and S. T is here and S is here. So the gap between these two is 11 plus 2, 13. So not the first one, S and P. S is here and P is here. Gap between these two is 2 plus 9, 11. So it is also not P and U. This is P and this is U. The difference between these two we get is here 18. This is also not for our answer. V and S. V and S, these two. 75 plus 89. The difference between these two is 14. So we got the value of our question. So our answer is option D. Second question answer is option D. Now we are going to see question number 3. Which of the following year did T restarted his company? T restarted on 2002. Option B is our answer. Next, fourth question. If all the persons are made to restart their company in a reverse alphabetical order from 1975. Reverse alphabetical order means P, Q, R, S, T, U and V. This is the pattern. Then how many persons remains unchanged in their positions? V unchanged, S unchanged, R unchanged. So we got 3 persons are unchanged. Option A is our answer. Next, fifth question. Which of the following statement is true? S restarted in 94. No. Only 2 persons restarted between U and P. U and P there is 3 persons. V restarted in 19 years before R. Before R there is no U. So wait. Talking about V. R is here and V is here. The difference between these two is 19 years. So our answer must be this one. But here we see an option of both C and D. So we need to check the value of the answer of D also. Q restarted 6 years before S. The difference between these two is 7 years, not 6 years. So only C is our answer. So by this we have completed today's daily score booster questions. If you are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe and click on the bell icon to get instant notification about my videos. Thanks for watching.